Hello guys, today I am going to demonstrate how to deploy your servlet or JSP based website on the Heroku app cloud, and also how to use postgres database with your application. In the previous tutorials I have demonstrated how to deploy your application on the Heroku app cloud, but some people asked me that how to use the post database with your application. So in this tutorial I will explain whole the process again. So for this you need to have account on the Heroku. So just have it and choose your language Java. After creating your account, you need two things more. One, git version control system, and simply search git from your Google and download and install the git scm.com and obtain the required version. It will automatically download. Obtain the required version of your git and install it. And after installing this git on your system, add the path variable that tell the system where you have installed the git. I have installed in the program file. Copy this path and put it in the path variable like this. Go to the PC properties, advanced system settings, and environment variable. Go to the path and add new over here and press OK. I have already given this in my path variables, so I am going to cancel it. And that now after installing this git, another thing you need to install is Heroku command line interface. So simply search it, Heroku command line interface, and download it from the first link, and you may obtain the OS version or Windows installer. I have mentioned the link over here in my blog also. I will provide this link below my tutorial in YouTube. So now we have created account in the Heroku, and we have installed the git, and also we have installed the this command line interface software. Now next step is go to your application. In your application, give the dependency for the postgres database, and it's the dependency of the postgres database. If you are familiar with the POM and Maven, and then POM is the main controlling file of your application, which provide all the dependency and plugin. Now add the postgres SQL dependency in your pom.xml, and also add, let us enlarge it. Now also add the web app runner plugin in your project, and it's the plugin, and you may find this from my blog. And after putting this, mention the compiler and also the version of your JDK. Now after adding all this stuff, you need to add one file more in your project, that is proc file. This proc file tells the Heroku that I am going to use web app runner as the container. That this web app runner will deploy your application in the Tomcat container, and the version of the web app runner is tied with the version of Tomcat. So after adding this, we will be able to use this as an resource. Now we have to create the connection with the postgres database. Now it's a simple method for providing the connection. So we can obtain the URL from the environment variable JDBC database URL, and this is the method which will return the connection, and from the driver manager class we can obtain the connection. And there is also another method, and we can have it from this database URL, which is also an environment variable on your Heroku cloud, and you may obtain the username and password from this, and also the URL. And finally you may get the connection from the driver manager class by providing this DB URL, username and password. At this stage we are not able to see the username and password, but we can obtain it from this path variable and hold this stuff. You may use any of this method to create the connection. Now let us examine my simple one page servlet application. So in this I use this method get connection dbutil.getConnection, and by using this connection I execute one query to create the database, create the table in my database. And after creating the table I inserted few values in my database, and after inserting the value I select the values from the table and show in a structured way. Now it's a fairly simple application, and the whole play is running from this connection. Now we have dbutil file which is providing connection. I have added dependency in my pom.xml. I provided the proc file. Now it's time to deploy your application on the server. Go to cmd, go to the folder where you have developed your project, and like I have developed my project in this folder. And now initialize git in your project, and git is initialized. Now add all the files in git. If you are familiar with the git, now you can see these are the fairly basic commands of the git. And now git commit, give message, any message. Now it has added all the files dbutil user and web.xml and all the stuff in my git repository. Now next step is create one application in your Heroku account. Till now I have no application in my account. Now let us create it from the command line. Now for this we need to log in. Enter the credential of your account. Now I am logged in. Now create one application, Heroku create, and give the name of your application, and let us give it any name you may. Now my application is created in my account. Let us refresh it and ensure. Now I have this application in my account. Now push your application to the server, git push heroku and your master branch. It will take some time according to your application size or your connectivity. After uploading whole of your project to the server, it will install the dependency and open JDK to the Heroku account. So now we may obtain all this credential, but one thing we need to ensure that our one dyno install is running on the server. So now it will create one database for you and will attach database with your application, because we have provided all the dependencies of the database and we have used the connection string. Now launching your application. Now my application is ready to launch. Now one thing to ensure that my one dyno install is running, scaling dynos. Now I am using free dyno, that one container, one dyno is running. Now I can open now my application is up and running. You may examine your application from here. Now it has allocated one resource to your application, that is postgres database and one dyno, which is free, and you may upgrade this and you may see all the details from here. So it will display all the strings, username, password and everything, the host name, the database, the username, port and password and the URL. And same thing we can obtain from the command line Heroku. Now it will display same information as displayed here. Now I am using hobby dev plan for my database and all this stuff. Now if you want to know the credential from the command line, you may also obtain it from this command Heroku pg credentials. Now it is provided same thing, username and port number and password and connection URL. So we have done with all this stuff. Now actually Heroku provide this as an additional resource, and this is the list of the resources which we can use. So I am using this Heroku Postgres. So I'm using the free version, and you may obtain any version according to your requirement, and I hope it will provide you the better understanding. And do not forget to subscribe my channel, and it's my blog, and you may obtain any information from this. and thank you for today, and please subscribe my channel and like my video, which encourage me to upload more and more videos. Thank you for today.